Do me a favor. Take a moment to picture what you consider to be the strongest, toughest animal in the world. Let's think. What comes to your mind? Do you picture a shark? A lion, perhaps? Or what about a cockroach? No one can ever get rid of those, am I right? Well, what if I told you that none of these animals can compare in resilience to one teeny tiny, adorable micro-animal called a tardigrade, or also known as a water bear. Tardigrades are small, 8-legged, water-dwelling animals found all over the world, from the Himalayas to the deep sea. They're about 0.5 millimeters long when fully grown and mostly feed on plant cells and algae. They're a lot like us in that they have muscles, digestive tracts, and nervous systems. What makes tardigrades so extraordinary is their ability to withstand extreme environments. These tiny water bears can survive freezing and boiling temperatures. They can withstand gamma radiation, lack of oxygen, and they can even go without food or water for more than 10 years. So how do they manage to survive for such long periods of time? Think chemistry. Depending on the environment, tardigrades are able to suspend their metabolism to less than 0.01% due to the large amounts of non-reducing sugar protecting their membranes. This sugar, known as trehalose, allows them to go into a state of cryptobiosis, an inert state that grants them the ability to revive once they are in better conditions. Its two main principal inorganic ions are sodium and chlorine, which aid in the removal of water. The dehydration process causes DNA damage, but not to worry. These little tardigrades store chaperone codes as mRNA, which help them resist against DNA damage so they can revive later. Think of tardigrades like this. They more or less create their very own cryogenic chamber to preserve their life, making them one of the longest living animals in the world. Researchers at pharmaceutical companies have already begun to experiment with this clear crystal-like sugar coating to preserve protein-based drugs. So what are these amazing creatures made out of, you ask? They're actually made out of substantial amounts of fluorine, phosphorus and oxygen, a phosphate group, and sulfur and oxygen, with fluorine being found in its exoskeleton, tissues, and bones. And since these little creatures can sustain life even in the most inhospitable environments, including space, they may be the key for scientists to use to discover life in other planets. Thank you for watching our presentation.
Created using Powtoon.